Hello everybody, we're getting ready to do lesson 1.3 of Algebra 1 Math. We're going to do part 1. I think there's a part 2 for this lesson too. In fact, I know there is. There's a worksheet. If you need those, email me here. 1.3, write expressions, and then staple. If you have extra work that won't fit on your class worksheet, staple it and send it in to me, phone it in to me, and I'll correct it. We got part 1 here. We got a 34-point skill sheet for your classwork, and then we have 2 points here for note taking. Okay, teachers, here's the bell work. We have an extended response here, question here, and we have a table here to take into account for your students here. Students read this, analyze, explain why the expression here represents the player's point total, explain. So it's a written response here, students. I give your students 5, 6, 7 minutes to do this. Okay, welcome back. We're going to provide the response here for A on this, and this will be the response here. So point total is combination of all points. The number of first place votes must be multiplied by 3 because each first place vote is worth 3 points. Second place is 2 points. Number of third place does not need to be multiplied by anything because each third place vote is worth only 1 point. So it's kind of like interpreting from the table and what the points meant so far as like how they are relate to first, second, and third place vote. Okay, so write expressions. You evaluate expressions. You'll translate verbal phrases into expressions. To translate verbal phrases, now this is your classwork, students. Look for words that indicate mathematical operations. So translating verbal phrases here, operation, verbal phrase, and then expression. So addition is sum plus total, more than, increased by. The verbal phrase would be sum of 2 and a number x, a number n plus 7. That would mean addition. And then here would be the mathematical expression that would symbolize that. And subtraction would be difference, less than, minus, decreased by. Difference of a number and a number y minus 5. Here would be the mathematical expression. And then translating verbal phrases. So multiplication times product multiplied by. Of, so multiplication would be indicated by these words: 12 times 1/3 of a number, 12y 1/3 x. That would be the mathematical expression. And then division, quotient, divided by, divided into, quotient of a number k and 2, then k and 2 there. Order is important when writing subtraction and division expressions. For instance, the difference of a number n and 6 is written n minus 6, not 6 minus n. So order here, the difference of a number n and 6, n minus 6, not 6 minus n, so order. And the quotient of the number k and 2 is written k, here's your numerator, here's your denominator, not 2 over k. Your numerator is stated first. Okay, example 1 here, translate verbal phrases into expressions. So A, 4 less than quantity 6 times the number n, that would be the expression. 4 less than, 4 less than a quantity 6 times n. And then 3 times number 7, number y. So we have a quantity here. 3 times the sum or quantity of 7 plus y, the sum of 7 and y. That would be the mathematical expression of this statement here. And then the difference of 22 and the square of a number m. So we have a difference, 22 minus c. 22 is first. So in the square, this would be the subtrahend here. This would be the original sum. So anyway, you have to take that into account when you're writing. You have to take very careful consideration of it. Okay, our first guide practice here. Translate the phrase, this quotient, the quotient when a quantity 10 plus number x is divided by 2 in two fractions. So this is what it'd be. The quotient, so we know we have a fraction bar because of the quotient. When a quantity 10 plus a number x is divided by 2. I mean, that's the only thing it could be, yes? So, emphasizing that, take care when you're writing your mathematical expressions from a verbal model like that. Okay, example 2, cutting a ribbon is cut from 8 feet long. Write expression for the length and feet of the remaining piece. Draw a diagram. Suppose the piece cut is 2 feet long. So here is 2 feet. Here we have 8-foot piece, and we cut 2, right? So what we have left is this, 8 minus 2. That's what this piece is. Suppose a piece cut is L feet long. So how would we do that? Well, we just go L feet, and then the piece remaining would be L minus 8. That'd be the way that you would write. Okay, so suppose piece cut is 2 feet, so same thing, 8 minus 2, and then L feet. We're going to re-emphasize this again, 8 minus L feet long, okay? The expression 8 minus L represents the length of feet of the remaining piece. So this is how you go from a verbal model into a mathematical model here. And this is really the strength of algebra right here. Another guide practice here. What if? Students, this is yours, okay? This is what you do, but pay attention here. Suppose that you cut the original ribbon into P pieces of equal length. Write an expression that represents the length in feet of each. So here would be the way that you do it. In example 2, suppose that you cut the original ribbon into P pieces of equal length. Here was the original here, 8 minus L. So write an expression represents in feet of each piece. So how would we represent that? Ribbon of 8 feet, it'd be 8 over P, would it not? I mean, that would be the way that you would interpret that verbal model. Would be it'd be a quotient here. P pieces, so you have 3 pieces, it'd be 8 over 3P. If it was 1 piece, it'd be 8 over 1P. 2 pieces would be 8 over 2P, or 8 over 2. Okay, so that was lesson 1.3 for Algebra 1. If you want part 2 of this lesson, email me here. And if you need any other course materials, email me as well. Thank you.